So you're successful. You have worked so hard. You've healed, grown, raised kids, maybe built a life you're proud of. And yet when it comes to love, it still feels like you're getting it wrong. You keep attracting men who look amazing on paper, right? They're successful, they're charming, confident, maybe even a little emotionally aware. Sex is great. But when it's just the two of you, you're anxious. You're overthinking and you're trying not to say too much, need too much, or be too much. And deep down, you can feel it. You are performing for connection instead of receiving it. I'm so glad you found this podcast. Welcome to the High-Value Women's Collective. I'm your host. My name is Amanda Carroll. I'm a dating and relationship coach, and I want to help you go beyond sex and status when it comes to what you're looking for in a relationship. In this podcast, you're going to learn why you keep choosing the wrong men and how to build a reciprocal love that lasts. That's what you want. You don't need a man to lead you, and you definitely don't need a provider. This is what you need. I get it. I was you. Your body knows the truth. You know you're not happy. You know you want peace, not panic. All of us were raised, unfortunately, on the same broken model of love, one built on sex and status. Instead, what we should have been raised to go after is safety and reciprocity. And that's what we're unpacking today in this episode. By the end of this episode, you will understand, number one, why you are drawn to emotionally unavailable men, even though you know better, right? I get it. It's not your fault, but we can fix it. And it's pretty easy to fix it. Number two, what sex and status has trained your body to believe about love. Number three, how to build reciprocal love, the model of partnership that creates safety, growth, and real commitment. And if you're ready to stop repeating the same cycle and start attracting healthy, lasting love, I want you to go grab your free dating strategy call right now. That's where you and I will get on a Zoom, we'll identify your attraction pattern and create your real love strategy. It's the same process that's helped all of my clients, 252 so far, meet emotionally available men and get in a committed relationship in 5 dates or less, guaranteed. All right, let's get into it today. Why do you keep choosing the wrong men? It's not your fault. You were handed a script for love before you even knew what love was. It said, find someone attractive, make sure he's successful, feel the spark, call it a match. And so you did. You chased chemistry, you chased confidence, you chased stability. But what you didn't realize is that chemistry and stability are not the same thing. Maybe if you're like me, you were raised in high demand religion. I grew up Southern Baptist. It did not do me any favors. And it wasn't what God taught, it was what the culture of the church community taught. I believed as a young woman that I would be chosen if I was pure enough, pretty enough, and performative enough. Meaning, if I knew how to cook, I knew how to clean, and I was nice, right? And that I would be the perfect supportive partner. So the wealthy man would choose me and I would get to stay at home and have babies. And that's what would make me an incredible woman. Were you taught some of the same things? Some of us weren't, and you were spared for that. Good for you. But unfortunately, that taught us that performing is what we had to do to get a transactional relationship, someone to pay for our lives. Let me tell you right now, you don't want to look for the man that gives you the most money and the most orgasms. But that's what we were trained to do. So what do? How do you do this? You were taught to find security through who you're with, not through who you are. So you dated the man with status, thinking that that made you safe, even though if you're listening to this podcast, you probably achieve your own amazing status on your own, if not better than your ex, right? And maybe you slept with a man who gave you fireworks. I don't blame you. And you thought that made it real. But every time it ended the same. and your peace disappeared and your power went with it because you looked for the guy that had the great job title, that had the money, and that gave you great sex. And you're like, yes, I have made it. No, that is a trap. It's conditioning. Sex and status are the patriarchal blueprint. They teach women that love is transactional. You give me security financially, I'll give you affection, right? Or performative. As long as I look good and we're having sex, we are good and you're not going to cheat on me. That is so unhealthy. And that's made you constantly wonder, oh my God, if we're not having sex, then, oh no, what's wrong with me? I'm not good enough. Instead of understanding that that's a beautiful thing the two of you get to share and give to each other. That is not what you want, which is reciprocal love. Want you to remember that. This is the goal, reciprocal love. That other way is just emotional debt. And you're always the one that's paying all the interest and have all the bills and the pile of emotions left over after the relationship ends. I get it. I was conditioned by the evangelical culture to want that too. The better I performed, the prettier I was, the higher value man I got to help pay for my life. So I sidelined my career and then ended up divorced as a single mom with 3 kids. That's what I don't want for you. But the good thing is I changed it, and so can you. I ended up reinventing my life, rebuilding, creating a great career, and now in a happy marriage with a blended family that is a reciprocal. That's what I'm trying to say. Marriage. It's not patriarchal. Why does this happen? Let's talk about that. I like science. Do you? This is not guesswork. This is factual. Let's talk about what's really happening in your body when this shows up. When you're on a dating app and all of a sudden you're looking at his job title instead of his character, right? You're looking at how hot he is, and maybe that would make it great sex, instead of look how good of a human being he is. By the way, that makes the best sex. Here's what's happening. Maybe you've even lived this. When you have lived through emotional chaos, maybe church programming or a father that programmed like mine did, the gooder of a girl I was, the better I performed, the more I went to church, then the more I'd be chosen and the more he loved me and bragged about me. He was proud of me. So I always learned that I had to perform a certain way that wasn't really me. And then that's emotional chaos when you don't allow yourself to be the authentic version of you that has dreams and goals and desires, and you have a voice, and you don't need a man to lead you. You can lead your freaking self. There's nothing wrong with the female brain. We need to have a partner that leads with us. So when you've lived through that emotional chaos, though, of not showing up as your authentic self, dimming your light to be chosen, you end up with a partner who's hot and cold, right? And love felt like a roller coaster because unfortunately, it's not even the men's fault. They're taught in the patriarchal society that they have to do all of these things, be a high earner to get a partner. So they end up focusing only on their career and are completely emotionally absent in the relationship. And then we wonder why the sex disappears. So he becomes hot and cold. And love feels like a roller coaster to you. You're constantly trying to perform and it doesn't work. Your nervous system learns that instability equals intimacy. It's like, I got to do all these things and oh my God, we had sex and then everything's fine again until it's not. It's the roller coaster. And then all of a sudden, maybe you get out of that relationship. Thank God I got out of it. And you start dating again. Maybe you're in that right now and you're thinking, I want to find real love this time. I want an emotionally available, healthy partner that looks at me as an equal. It doesn't feel like he wants to dominate me or lead me. But you don't know how to find that. It's not your fault. And all of a sudden, when a good man comes into your life and he's calm and consistent, and you feel this weird thing called peace, and you're doing this, wow, it feels weird. Your brain is not registering it as safe. It registers it as weird, and you constantly keep waiting for the other shoe to drop because that's what happened in every other relationship, right? because it was built on things that don't matter. It was built on how much money he had and how good the sex was that you guys had together. That's not a relationship. So your brain keeps trying to replicate that. And the good guy who's calm and consistent feels boring. And you mistake peace for maybe a little bit of disinterest. And then the passion becomes panicked if you're not doing it all the time. Here's the science of that. That's because your dopamine, your cortisol, your adrenaline systems have been trained to equate love with uncertainty. Oh my God, is he going to choose me? Am I good enough? And then when he does, yay, that's love. So you keep trying to go for that, right? And you keep trying to, oh my God, am I going to get picked by the hot guy? Am I good enough? And then, oh my God, you get picked. But then he cheats and you're devastated and you blame yourself. It's not your fault. You call this chemistry. Oh my God, I'm picked. But really, it is your fight or flight system firing on all cylinders. Healthy love, my friend, does not give you butterflies. This is the only time that I say butterflies are bad. You're like, oh my God, is he going to pick me? Oh my God, I'm so into him. Sorry. I don't mean to be silly, but that's how I felt. That's the adrenaline spike. That's the cortisol spike. And then all of a sudden you're attracted to the guy that keeps you walking on eggshells. And that's your normal. And you have to break that. What you should be is attracted to the man that makes you always feel confident about where you stand. Never provides only on the basis of how good you are or how hot you are. Together you provide for each other because you love each other. Remember, healthy love doesn't spike your adrenaline. Healthy love regulates it. You should feel more at peace. You should feel bored. Boring is not bad for you, because likely why you found this podcast is you're used to toxic, crazy, over the top, performative, transactional relationships, right? And it's gotten you exhausted. You're exhausted. Your cortisol is out of control. But the right one comes along and can regulate your emotions. That's what we want. But first, in order to be attracted to the right one, instead of thinking he's boring and, I don't know about him, he can't provide enough, or sex isn't good enough, we have to retrain your brain through awareness and repetition. Okay, I'm going to teach you that in this episode. So then you can start to recognize that calm is the new chemistry, that boring is sexy. He's not actually boring. He's just emotionally available, my friend. Okay, let's break this down. First, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the old models of love. You need to know these so you can break the cycle and find the new one. Transactional love. I give you what you want. You give me what I need. Both men and women do this, by the way. You give him sex, he provides for you, or vice versa, right? You say, well, I'm not going to give you sex because you're not giving me what I want. Both are really unhealthy. And I know you know this. How do we break free from this pattern? If the business version of it's the business version of romance, transactional love, right? And it leaves you empty. You can't treat love like a business. Basically a dowry. It's patriarchy with lip gloss on. That's transactional love. Performative love. It looks perfect, so it must be perfect. This is the couple that's like together for the optics, not the intimacy. You ever have one of those friends that like they look perfect and they're always commenting about their best friend on their social media, and then all of a sudden you're shocked because they're separated? It's because it was all fake. They're doing it just for the performance because all they know is we have to perform, we have to look good in front of everybody. It never works. Both performative love and transactional love, they are based on really just optics, not intimacy, right? Both are built for an external validation, right? Everybody thinks you're the perfect couple, but you're really hiding everything inside. We've all been in those relationships. I have. Or my first marriage. Or everybody, or even you think that like, he just is so attracted to me. But you're just exhausted, starving yourself and working out at the gym all the time. External validation. How things look instead of how they feel. If you've been living in one of those models, I get it. You might feel stuck. You probably feel anxious when someone finally offers you that real connection. because it doesn't fit the story you've always been told. That's why your nervous system panics when someone finally treats you right. It doesn't know what to do with the peace. Let me guess. Maybe you've dated this guy, good guy. Everything is great. And instead of enjoying all the green flags, you just keep waiting for the other shoe to drop. And you think, this can't be right. I've been there. I chased away and hurt a really nice man because of that. Because I didn't know this, what I'm teaching you today, how to regulate. Here's what you want, okay? Those are the old models. That's what we don't want anymore. You don't need a man to pay you bills, and you don't need, constant, just about the orgasms. You deserve all of it. The orgasms get better in this model, by the way. The reciprocal love. Let's talk about this. It replaces those old systems. Reciprocal love, I'm going to teach you how to spot it and what it is. It's healthy. It's the modern model of partnership. What you're craving, you just really probably haven't been able to put a word to it, right? People say equal partnership. People say emotionally available. That's reciprocal love. You need to be this too for your partner, by the way. It's not just about all what the guys are doing for us. It's not based on transaction, who's paying for what, and it's not based on performance. Are you sexy enough? It's built on mutual regulation, mutual respect, and mutual responsibility. In reciprocal love, both people give and receive equally. Power is balanced. Love expands your individuality. It doesn't erase it. When love is reciprocal, oh, it's the best. You both invest in each other emotionally. When one needs a little help, you're there. He's there for you, and you're there for him. I know that's what you want. You both communicate vulnerability. Hey, I really need this. I feel uncomfortable when you do this. That's love. And you both grow together, not one at the expense of the other, not, where I see this happen most often is stay-at-home moms. Like at the expense of the woman, the man's going and building, and you're scraping by and not showering and exhausted all the time. That's not love. That's not partnership. That's being used. Don't let that happen to you. You want to grow together, not at the expense of the other. It's not his turn or my turn or only his turn. And then everything else goes to the kids. Emotional co-regulation is what I want you to get into, okay? My husband and I are starting to do this together, meditating together instead of me doing it separately. Emotional co-regulation is two people bringing each other back to calm instead of chaos. That's why real love doesn't feel like a chase. That's why it feels weird to you. Real love feels like teamwork. And when women learn this, everything changes. You'll stop asking, is he going to text me back? You'll stop playing games of how many hours it takes for you to respond to a message. Don't do that BS. Then you start asking, does my body feel safe around him? Does my nervous system feel safe around him? Do I always feel like I know where I stand with him? That's the level up. That's my real love dating strategy. Okay, it's going to be okay. If you're realizing right now that you've been living in a transactional or performative model of relationships, it's okay. I can help you. And you're ready to learn how to build this reciprocal love. So maybe the first time around you get it right, or the second time you get it right, or the third time, girl, I got you. Let's get it right, okay? I want you to book your free dating strategy call with me today. The link is in the show notes. It's really easy. You get an automatic link to my calendar. I would love to help you uncover the pattern that is keeping you stuck and show you exactly how to meet an emotionally available man who's ready to commit. And I can do it in 5 dates or less. So just click that link in the show notes, okay? Because once you understand how to create reciprocal love, dating apps become really easy. You become a great spot of healthy men and unhealthy men. And you will never settle for performance love or transactional love ever again. Because I won't let you, girl. I'll be right there as your coach. After years of coaching high achieving women, I've seen this. I've discovered there are 6 roots to real love. This is what I want you to look for. I've seen that every lasting reciprocal partnership is built on these 6 roots. These are the roots of the ideal relationship. And it's time to plant them now. You start planting them while you're dating. You start planning them in the first couple months. You start looking for them to make sure you have a healthy relationship. So, girl, write these down if you can, okay? Here it is. Number 1, root number 1, he strengthens you, meaning he hears your goals and your aspirations and says, hey, babe, how can I help you achieve that? You need me to cook dinner? And he's the one that says, when you don't believe in you, that he does. He strengthens you. Root number 1. Root number 2, he respects you with words and actions. He would never, ever say a harsh word to make you feel bad about yourself so he feels better. He respects your time, never, ever thinking that you're the only one that has the responsibilities of the dinner and the kids while he builds a career to pay for your life. He respects you with how he jumps in and how he talks about you. He brags about you to his family and his friends. Number 3, the third root for all healthy reciprocal relationships is he supports your growth. Hey, babe, you need to take a class? Yeah, let's do it. You want to continue your education? Absolutely. You want to go on this retreat with your girlfriends? You recharge? Yeah, babe, go. I got this. He supports your personal growth. You're reading a great book that you want to tell him about, and he listens intently and doesn't make fun of you. That's what you want. Maybe right now you're thinking, oh God, I haven't had this forever. It does exist. It's just that your brain hasn't been wired to spot it, and you've been settling for less than you deserve. It's not really your fault. You were taught that really what you were supposed to pick is somebody that you have great sex with and can pay for your bills. But you deserved a lot more. We all deserved a lot more. And I'm here to help you get it. It's not that there's a lack of good men. It's that you're going about finding them the wrong way and you're not used to it. Okay, so those are the first three of the 6 roots. He strengthens you, he respects you, he supports your growth. Girl, if you got a man like that, you keep him. Number 4 is he sees you clearly. Okay, let me explain what this means. It's a little vague, I get it, but he sees you, meaning he sees your heart. He knows by the way you walk, by the way you breathe, if you had a good day or a bad day. He sees your heart, and he's not just about how good your outfit is and how good your booty looked. He sees the authentic version of you and who you want to be in the world. He gets you and loves every minute of it. That's number 4. Number 5, he nourishes your spirit. When you need a break, he gives you a break. When you need to be held, he holds you. He makes sure at all times that everything around you is peaceful. He's walking ahead. He sees things that could be coming your way and nips them at the bud. That's an old-fashioned saying, isn't it? But he's looking ahead and making sure that everything is about protecting your peace. And you do the same thing for him, by the way. All of these things you do for him as well. And number 6, the most important root of all, he brings you peace, not butterflies. You know you are with a healthy, emotionally available man to create a reciprocal relationship when you do this when you're with him. That's how you know you found him. Does it appear a little boring at first to women that were taught this old way? Yeah, but it's not boring. It's the most satisfying relationship of your life. You just need to convince your brain that you're attracted to it. These guys are available. They're on the dating apps, girl, and you're likely ignoring them. I can teach you how to find them. This is not a fairy tale. These are emotional habits of healthy people. And when both partners, you and him, embody them, you create reciprocal love, a relationship where you both feel safe and seen and supported. And then guess what? If you have children, they learn it the healthy way. And you stop repeating the cycle. And instead of them learning performative love and transactional love, and your daughters growing up to think they have to be perfect to get a man to marry them and provide for them, no. They learn what you're modeling, those healthy roots. And your entire legacy changes when you look for this. Think about not just your children learning this, your current children, your future children, but your grandchildren. And instead of like my family, I don't know if this is your family, but it's mine. Instead of a history of broken relationship, I'm a third generation single mom. You have a history of strong relationships and giving that gift to your family. I want that for you. You don't need more chemistry, my friend, and dating apps. It's not about, I'm just not attracted to anybody. There's your sign, by the way. You don't need a richer man. You don't need a better dating app. You don't need a matchmaker. That's the worst thing you could do. That's like going shopping with your mom for a vibrator. It's patriarchy with lip gloss on. You don't learn how to have a healthy relationship. There is no easy button. You just need this better model. You need reciprocal love in your life. Because love that is built on transaction or performance will always keep you performing. And that is freaking exhausting. I've lived it, I know. And it never works. But love that's built on reciprocity will finally let you rest. If you're ready to experience that, if you're ready to stop chasing chaos and start attracting calm, consistent commitment, I would love to meet you. There's no risk. Just book your dating strategy call with me today. The link is in the show notes. Just go to amandacarroll.org, 2 R's, 2 L's. You can find it real easy right there on my website. Together, we're going to uncover your attraction patterns. We're going to rewrite your strategy and help you meet a man who's ready for love, who's ready to love you fully and commit to you in 5 dates or less. Because love was never meant to cost you your peace. It's meant to bring you peace and create a legacy of it for generations to come. Thank you for listening to this podcast. I love you so much, girl. Hey, could you do me a favor? If this really meant something to you, or maybe you were listening and thinking, oh my God, my bestie needs to hear this, could you share it with her? Just copy the link, send her a text, be like, hey girl, I would really love your thoughts on this. I thought of you. That would mean the world to me. And if you really loved it, don't miss the next episode. Hey, I am here. I am on a mission to help women make the most important decision of their life, which is who they spend it with. It can make you or break you, girl. And it's not your fault that you don't know how to make this decision because we were never taught the right way. The old models failed us. Look at the numbers. I want to live in the world where we fix this. We break free from the old evangelical church patriarchal models, and we teach our faith groups and our families how to do it right, to find that equal partnership. I'm here. So follow the podcast so you don't miss an episode. Okay? Share this with a friend. That would mean everything. And if you really loved it, comment, give me a review. That helps even more women find this. I would love to see that. And if you're ready to find that partnership, just click the link in the show notes and book that dating strategy call with me, girl. I got you. I get it. I was you. And I know that there is hope.